Right, so what is New Urbanism? Here's from a site here. New Urbanism, creating livable, sustainable communities. New Urbanism. What is the principles of what are the principles of urbanism? The principles of urbanism can be applied increasingly to projects in the full range of scale, from a single building to an entire community. So 1. Walkability. Most things within a 10-minute walk of home and work, pedestrian-friendly street design, building close to street porches, windows and doors, tree-lined streets, on-street parking, hidden parking lots, garages and rear lane, narrow, slow-speed streets, pedestrian streets free of cars in special cases. Connectivity. Interconnected street grid network disperses traffic and eases walking. A hierarchy of narrow streets, boulevards, and alleys. High quality pedestrian network and public realm makes walking pleasurable. Mixed use and diversity. A mix of shops, offices, apartments, and homes on site. Mixed use within neighborhoods, within blocks, and within buildings. Diversity of people, of ages, income levels, and I'm not even going to read the other two, cultures and races. There shouldn't even be any diversity in the first place. True diversity is separated, like animals and insects and dogs. Well, not dogs, they all inbreed, but anyway, mixed housing, a range of types, sizes and prices, and closer proximity. Quality architecture and urban design, emphasis on beauty, aesthetics, human comfort, and creating a sense of place, special placement of civic uses and sites within community. Human scale architecture and beautiful surroundings nourish the human spirit. Traditional neighborhood structure, discernible center and edge, public space at center, importance of quality public realm, public open space designed as civic art, contains a range of uses and densities within 10-minute walk. Transect planning, highest densities at town center, progressively less dense towards the edge. The transect in an analytical system that conceptualizes mutually reinforcing elements, creating a series of specific natural habitats in/or urban lifestyle settings. The transect integrates environmental methodology for habitat assessment and zoning methodology for communities design. The professional boundary between the natural and man-made disappears, enabling environmentalists to assess the design of the human habitat, and the urbanists to support the viability of nature. This urban to rural transect hierarchy has appropriate building and street types for each area along the continuum. Increased density. More buildings, residences, shops, and services closer together for ease of walking, to enable a more efficient use of services and resources, and to create a more convenient, enjoyable place to live. New urbanism design principles are applied to the full range of densities from small towns to large cities. Green transportation, a network of high quality trains connecting cities, towns, and neighborhoods together. Pedestrian-friendly design that encourages a greater use of bicycles, rollerblades, scooters, and walking as daily transportation. Sustainability, minimal environmental impact of development and its operations. friendly technologies, respect for ecology and value of natural systems, energy efficiency, less use of finite fuels, more local production, more walking, less driving. Quality of life. Taken together, these add up to a high quality of life, well worth living, and create places that enrich, uplift, and inspire the human spirit. Exactly. Benefits of urbanism. 1. Benefits to residents. How many are these? Alright, so I'm gonna do this one. Actually.
Sitemap. Benefits of urbanism. 1. Benefits to residents: higher quality of life, better places to live, work, and play, higher, more stable property values, less traffic congestion and less driving. Healthier lifestyle with more walking and less stress, close proximity to main street retail and services, close proximity to bike trails, parks, and nature. Pedestrian-friendly communities offer more opportunities to get to know others in the neighborhood and town, resulting in meaningful relationships with more people, and a friendlier town. More freedom and independence to children, elderly, and the poor in being able to get to jobs, recreation, and services without the need for a car or someone to drive them. Great savings to residents and school boards in reduced busing costs from children being able to walk or bicycle to neighborhood schools, more diversity and smaller, unique shops and services with local owners who are involved in community, big savings by driving less and owning less cars, less ugly, congested sprawl to deal with daily. Better sense of place and community identity with more unique architecture, more open space to enjoy that will remain open space. More efficient use of tax money with less spent on to spread out utilities and roads. Two. Benefits to businesses: increased sales due to more foot traffic and people spending less on cars and gas, more profits due to spending less on advertising and large signs. Better lifestyle by living above shop in live work units, saves the stressful and costly commute, economies of scale and marketing due to close proximity and cooperation with other local businesses. Smaller spaces promote small local business incubation, lower rents due to smaller spaces and smaller parking lots, healthier lifestyle due to more walking and being near healthier restaurants. More community involvement from being part of community and knowing residents. 3. Benefits to developers: more income potential from higher density mixed-use projects due to more leasable square footage. More sales per square foot and higher property values and selling prices. Faster approvals in communities that have adopted smart growth principles, resulting in time savings. Cost savings in parking facilities and mixed-use properties due to sharing of spaces throughout the day and night, resulting in less duplication in providing parking. Less need for parking facilities due to mix of residences and commercial uses within walking distance of each other. Less impact on roads, traffic, which can result in lower impact fees. Lower cost of utilities due to compact nature of new urbanist design. Greater acceptance by the public and less resistance from NIMBYs. Faster sellout due to greater acceptance by consumers from a wider product range, resulting in wider market share. 4. Benefits to municipalities: stable, appreciating tax base, less spent per capita on infrastructure and utilities than typical suburban development due to compact, high-density nature of projects. Increased tax base due to more buildings packed into a tighter area, less traffic congestion due to walkability of design. Less crime and less spent on policing due to the presence of more people day and night, less resistance from community, better overall community image and sense of place. Less incentive to sprawl when urban core area is desirable, easy to install transit where it's not and improve it where it is. Greater civic involvement of population leads to better governance.
Wow. So did you hear all that? There's a big answer to why there's more crime today. Besides the fact of the many third worlders coming into our country and third worlders, and a bunch of other issues like the war on drugs and the militarization of the police force, um, this is where a lot of it comes into. It's just simply, better governance, and you don't need as this is why there was probably less crime, because everyone was around each other. Everything was all spread out, like and cities were designed a little better. So of course there was crime, but the police could easily patrol and cover a whole area. So, but once again though, see, all this is, I'm all for all this, but the problem is that you need to know who actually controls our country. And the thing is, the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda, when you bring in all these, all these Muslims, all these third worlders into the West, being Europe and the United States, who do not assimilate. Most, it's when you force everyone to be in the city, that is just pure genocide. I mean, minus the fact of, oh, we need more different cultures and diversity in cultures and race into this new urbanism. Besides that, everything else here is good. One problem that we will have with this is the car companies. All of them will want to stop, new urbanism because of the very fact that you won't need your car as much, so they'll lose a lot of business. Um, I mean, our car company, besides trucks, American trucks, our car companies are pretty much dead anyway. Or nothing, or I mean, the economies are so intertwined now that Japanese and American cars, German cars, really Japanese and American cars, it could be built, in third world countries, or an American car could be built in Japan, or a Japanese car could be built in America. So, so that's the one opposition would be the car companies. Obviously, some oil companies. So that's the one. These are the big resistance, biggest resistance you'll get from these companies.